has started. Ornn being banned away by Griffin. Syndra now being banned away by Griffin. G2 banning away Kiana and Pantheon. I actually really like this new Griffin jersey, by the way. Quinn. Oh! Alright, so they take the Talia, which is the obvious response. If the enemy picks Elise. So we're having a gentleman's matchup here, but Talia's just a better version of the champion. Alright, so Nautilus taken away. I mean, they have lots of engage and pick already. And then Leona picked up. It looks like it's going to be Leona. Neither team here are actually prioritizing TF yet. Gangplank is open. But the thing is that you don't want to pair GP with Elise. That's a recipe for disaster. You never want to pair GP with Elise. Also, this is really, really good. This is really, really good for G2, because they get counterpick mid or top, however they want it. Why would you want to pair Gangplank, a super scaling champion that has no sort of like really powerful gank setup, for Elise? Why would you want to pair them together? It doesn't make any sense. They're entirely different themed champions. TF banned away now by Griffin. Ezreal banned away. Obviously, Xayah would be a really good pick, but Ezreal, I don't think, in this particular instance, I don't think it's super good. There's the GP ban. So they're preventing the GP from being able to be picked. Orianna being hovered and locked in, actually. So I don't know if this Orianna is flexed anywhere ever. But we'll see. Lucian's able to be flexed. I really hate Griffin's draft. Although, this is nice for Griffin, because they're just fighting fire with fire across the map, and Griffin's players are all better mechanically. They just lock Singed? Oh, I thought they just locked Singed. I would have been like, the hell's going on? Oh, baby. Alright, so now what? Aurelia's locked in. Can you move the Orianna and somehow, like, pick LeBlanc or something? Ooh, Ornn. So, what Ornn items do you have? You have Ludens. You have Zhonya's for Elise. So you have Ludens, Zhonya's. Those are two very bad items. Those are two very bad Ornn items. For Kai'Sa, you have either Deathcap or Eye Edge, both of which are really, really good. And for Leona, you have Redemption if she goes it, because all the other Ornn... These are very bad Ornn item spots. They're very bad Ornn items. Zhonya, Luden, Solari. Only Kai'Sa gets realistic raw power from Decap or IE. All Griffin are choosing to fight fire with fire, but have more Talia, Aurelia, the scaling components Alright, so Griffin wins. I'm going to say that Griffin wins. Lockett is in 920, not Worlds. Yeah. Erotica Pepsi! Thank you for 10 more gifted subs. Dragon Mancers, Pet Hansen. Thank you guys for both subbing, too. Absolutely poggers. Alright, Griffin. I'm going to elect to fight fire with fire. Even though Renekton is a non-factor, and there is Ornn items, the Ornn items are all not the best case scenario for Ornn items. The Aurelia, Talia are scary scaling factors. It's a closer draft than... Alright. Here we fucking go, Twitch chat. Timer! Ah, shit. Ah, shit! Alright. The 2-time. Oh, we're at 10k viewers? Fucking pog. Alright, here we go. Can we break yesterday's record? Yesterday's record was 11,063 viewers. I know everyone's here hoping that Griffin lose. I know. At least I know what's going on, okay? At least I know. Like 40%, not 40%, like 30% of the chat is here in hopes that Griffin lose. Alright, so Tarzan, not with the best leash, and they also know about him with the ward. Yanko's doing blue to Gromp. I'm actually gonna turn this off. I'm gonna turn the Twitch chat off. Oh my god, Caps is actually walking over. Caps is walking. Well, wait, what's happening in mid? Wait, oh, okay. What a fucking coin flip, though. Holy shit. He loses minions in mid, and the only way that this works is if Tarzan actually loses. So Yankos has 3 camps right now. These are really good wards by G2. Tarzan can't make this happen, and now Yankos is actually here. They can't follow him into the river because they actually... Well, actually... No, what is Wonder doing? Wonder got the big golem. Wonder got the big golem. That's so big. But he didn't... Tarzan didn't kill the small golem, and so it's not reset. But Wonder and Caps are both sacrificing their lane states for Yankos on this Elise, so it's going to have to pay off. And the other thing about it is that the Elise doesn't scale as well as the Talia. Yankos starting the Wraiths. And also remember that both of his red side camps have not been rubber banded. So if Yankos actually kills the Wraiths, then stuff gets pretty feels bad, man. Okay. So Chovy still has his flash. He actually turns around very far. Tarzan comes back up to top lane. And they're going to shove in the wave together. And now Yankos is down in bottom. And Mickey misses the... That's strange. They ignite and they expend flash. And so Tarzan's trying to endlessly crash here with the Renekton. And now the wave is going into turret. Yankos does end up recalling. Viper and friends are just playing very safe. And now this will set Sword and Tarzan behind. But obviously what they're thinking here is that if they get the turret plate, this ends up being worth. Because it basically cheats an additional wave. So Renekton shares XP and he falls down that way, but it puts Wonder behind in the CS department, and then they didn't get the plate. Oh no. Oh no. Sword could die. Sword could die. Sword could die. Oh, sword's inting. Sword is... sword inting. Oh, sword inted. Oh, sword fucking inted. He was supposed to recall when Tarzan left. He was just supposed to recall when Tarzan left. Because then the wave comes into him. Yeah, like you can see his frustration. This is actually just really bad lane management by Griffin. So Yankos' gank ends up paying off. Out, out. Mountain Dragon, first one of the game, super important. Oh, they're gonna dive him again. Oh, he got 6. He got 6. He got 6. Oh, he got 6. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Nice. He's dead. Sword's really, really far behind right now. Oh, Sword is just fucking good. Fucking Renekton. Holy shit. He goes to place the ward, so he expects that this is obviously a possibility. At this point, though, there's no way around it because Talia shared too much XP with the Renekton, and so there's like you can see he's still not level 6. He's still level 5, and so G2, they're up right now inside of the game. Lehens and friends waiting down in bottom. It looks like Perks is gonna actually just go play. Is Mickey gonna... I think so. I think so. Yeah. Caps end up using Vanguard's Edge. Can't do anything. Or, not, sorry. Chovy uses Vanguard's Edge. Can't do anything. The CS scores in every lane are still actually fine, though. So this is like one of those really fucking shitty situations where if, like, Ornn dies for some reason, right? It ends up almost invalidating everything because you would assume that at this point in the game they would lose like 2 waves and then you would also get the bounty gold and then you get the kill, which really sucks because G2 in a really good spot right now. They end up killing Lehens. He doesn't have any way to really get out of this. They push back Mickey, but they can't obviously get a kill there. And now Tarzan is up here, and so this is actually the situation that I was just talking about that feels awful. It just feels so terrible. Because now he doesn't have TP, and Sword is just completely fine. So now Wonder misses the entire wave. And so that just brought Renekton back into the game. And now after all the waves just end up getting reset and the jungle camps by Talia end up being consumed, the gold advantage just sort of dissipates. Yanko's going to start the Mountain Drake. Cap's actually going to come over and steal away the Wraiths, which are really good. Chovy also has Hex Drinker first item. It's insane value against Ornn, Ornn Elise, and Orianna, and even Leona, I guess, to a certain extent. G2 are going to pick up the mountain, and even though Griffin know about it, there's obviously no way to really stop it. Tarzan's busy clearing on the left-hand side of the map, and Chovy had just gotten back into mid lane. Looks like Lucian's going to go for Blade of the Ruin King as the first item. Viper just recalled. He gets Blade. Or he gets Bilgewater Cutlass. He gets Double Dagger. Still doesn't have boots or anything. Wonder now running down through River. He's still behind in the CS department. The gold lead right now is only 800 gold. So it's not really that impactful. It's definitely it's a scary situation for both teams though, because when they're both neck and neck, it means that random team fights will literally just decide everything. Perks also has to be really careful in lane while he still doesn't have flash, because I mean Lucian's recalling right now probably just because he has enough for a curve bow. Yeah, he does. And now they're actually initiating lane swap, which I really like. They get a really perfect swap off. Unfortunately for them, Scuttle Crab spawns right-hand side, so Jankos ends up getting it. Jankos is actually behind in levels right now to Tarzan, but he has Runic Echo already completed, and now Tarzan just completed it too. Getting the Scuttle Crab is... I mean, it's really unfortunate RNG, because there's a world where Griffin get it right now, and they're swapping so that they're in close proximity to the major neutral objective. Renekton's going to be alone down in bottom right now, and so Sword actually has to somehow stave off this this play. And I mean, he knows about it. Ornn's going to ult the wave. Ornn ultimate doesn't actually clear the entire wave. Another thing that Veteran brought up in Elitist United that is just objectively inaccurate, but, you know, I'm just talking observation versus observation, so... So Ornn ult doesn't actually clear the wave, so even inside of, like, lane swap scenarios, it's not super good for Ornn. Chovy. Holy shit, he mad-lifed him! Oh, Chovy, telling them to sit down. Oh, my fucking Christ. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. So red team's actually going to end up picking up first brick. It's also really nice that they have the Mountain Drake. Tarzan's going to come in here to the Raptor camp, and he's going to start eating that. Wonder trying to do his best right now. And you can see that perks in front... I mean, they have a recall that's, like, sort of coming off. It's a really good grasp proc by Wonder, but now you're Feels Bad Man, and you have to wonder why you're trying to do that. So congratulations, you got the really nice grasp proc. But you're not respecting Talia, and your bot lane was, like, recalling, and they were ready to run up to top lane. Ultimately, at the end of this, though, it does mean that they protect the top tier 1 turret from going down, and ultimately a turret play as well, as Kai'Sa and Leona are going to be able to get back into position now. And also, because of the priority currently, it's really interesting. Jankos doesn't actually follow them, even though Nautilus doesn't have ult available. And he doesn't have Ignite. So if Jankos is actually quick enough and he interrupts a recall timer, you allow Perks and Mickey to get so much value inside of the lane. Because you just get more time. Oh, we're looking at the pro view. Oh, fuck. And this is... That's actually one of those ganks where if Jankos can actually kill Chovy, it's such a nightmare situation. Because it's the perfect gank timing to kill him on. He would end up losing the next wave for sure, and then the next... You would actually get 2 kills off the kill. 1 through actual kill, and the other through XP and gold CS from minions. Because Caps has such a giant wave, he can just hold it and allow 2 minion waves to be deleted. Alright, Wonder and Jankos killing the wave. Oh, Chovy might be dead. He doesn't have flash. Never mind, Tarzan's here now too. Lehen's making the rounds. And they're going to end up trading Vanguard's Edge for Ornn Ultimate. And this just means that Renekton, I mean, he's getting to coast freely down in bottom. The turret's picked up in top lane. Griffin, they're only about 500 gold behind right now, after all is probably said and done, because they're going to pick up the blue buff, and obviously they're matching minion weight. Oh, I guess it's a little bit more than 500. Ornn's level 9. He also went Iceborne Gauntlet, which it's not the best. I think the best Ornn item for Ornn is Sunfire Cape. Like, the stats that you get from it are just unholy. So I think just having a mana item and then going Sunfire Cape and then Abyssal Mask, because you have so much magic damage on your team. You have, I mean, literally every single member on G2 deals magic, so I think going Sunfire or Abyssal would just be more ideal, and then you can still pick up the Iceborne Gauntlet later, but I think that you want your 2 primary Ornn items to be Sunfire Cape and Abyssal Mask, because it's objectively the best. And it also just benefits the team comp in the exact way that you would want it to. So Tarzan's actually almost run out of time on the Rift Herald. Elise also has Merc Treads, which is really unfortunate. And obviously, if you go Sork Pen Boots here, you feel really bad because there's already Merc Treads, Hex Drinker, and Merc Treads going to be on Sword as well on the Renekton. So it's definitely a feels bad man moment. Lucian's going to pick up the Black Cleaver. There's also the Black Cleaver on Renekton, so a lot of damage ramp going to be coming in from everyone. Ornn built the Negatron Cloak before the Catalyst, which is nice. It's just proper at this stage of the game. You don't need the Catalyst for really anything. Rift Herald gets used miserably. Lehens is dead. No reason. There's literally no reason to go into the right side river. There's no dragon for 3.5 minutes. There's nothing to check there. Nothing to check whatsoever. What? Sword just ulted. I think Chovy might be dead. I'm not sure. Oh, Mickey's pinned, but nothing's going to happen. Sword ulted for absolutely no reason. It looked like he was actually going to flash the wall, but then nothing happened. And Chovy might be in a one-on... Oh. He actually takes both Spiderlings. Gets 10 gold there. Two and a half minutes until the next Mountain Drake comes up. It's really important that G2 find a way to get it. I don't know how the members for Griffin are actually ahead in levels, though, as much as they are. Like, Sword is like 11.6 right now, and Wonder's still 10. And then Chovy's been level 12 for a while, and Caps is like 11.7, 11.8. Viper is just into level 10, so maybe Perks is ahead? I would imagine that maybe Perks is ahead, but obviously he's not getting very valuable camps. Yeah, Chovy's ahead almost... After he gets the whole wave, I guess Chovy's almost ahead an entire level. And this is also interesting because Caps is, he's taken so many jungle camps. Perks takes the golems, and now he gets a really nice wave. This is actually a really good spot in the game where Perks can just pull the wave up and freeze, and there's really no response. He could have just taken this wave and froze and extended the gold. Because at this stage of the game, you're not looking to fight. You're looking to wait for Ornn to get Abyssal Mask. And then after he gets Abyssal Mask and he has Ornn items, like G2 are looking at this game right now and they're thinking to themselves, okay, we don't want to fight right now. We want to get the second Mountain Drake. We want Ornn to get his items. And then ultimately we want Ornn to get to level 13. And then at level 13, he'll give Caps Luden's Echo, or he'll give Yankos Zanya's Hourglass. I guess there's probably an argument for Zanya's to be given before for Zanya's to be given before Luden's Echo, and the reason for that is because the armor probably just gives more benefit than just the small amount of AP, because the other, the upgrade itself is just negligible. And also, I guess if there's a way for Caps to get to Death Cap or something, you could just delay him till the 4th upgrade, and then give him decap if you want just pure raw value. Trinity Force almost completed for Aurelia. I actually don't know how far away she is from it, but okay. Oh, Perks is dead. Mountain Drake coming up. I really had to get those wolves. That was really important, yeah. Chovy does not have TP. He doesn't have Trinity Force. He's probably extremely close to it. And so this is probably Mountain just freely going over to Griffin because they can't walk into the river. Chovy actually misses the stun right there. Yeah, I don't know what... I have no idea what Perks was doing there. They actually can't get the bottom turret. They're going to pick up the Mountain Drake. The best dragon to spawn right now, if you're a Griffin fan, is an Ocean Drake. An Ocean Drake or a Cloud Drake. And if you're a G2 fan, it's another Mountain. And it is another Mountain. So Riot Games are indeed Griffin or G2 fans. Chovy's going to be able to get Trinity Force off the recall. He did just pick it up. It looks like Renekton might actually be really close to Spear of Sojourn. I have no idea what Perks is doing. I really just have no idea what the hell he's doing. This is actually like one of those old double lift means. And even if Perks tries to flash away, it's actually really good that he just holds it. Because if he flashed, he's just delaying the inevitable, and he would still end up dying in the end. So, we'll see. We're starting to reach the stage of the game, though, where the Talia will definitely start out doing the Elise in terms of just scaling components, and obviously the Ornn items will come in as a means to help. Ornn is level 12, so as soon as he gets enough gold for the Abyssal Mask, maybe he already has it, maybe he gets it off this wave or something, he'll be able to complete the item. But yeah, Ornn is... Door! Moon Yara! Alright. Sungju ordered chicken. Alright, I step up for 1 second, and I come back to this fucking, this team fight here. I come back to this team fight, Yankos, nowhere to go. Oh, Kaisa coming in, and Tarzan can't enter the fight, so in the end, it's going to actually be a 2 for 3, favoring G2. I actually missed how this setup happened. And now also they have a wave down in bottom. They have a wave down in bottom, so this is really nice. And they also actually pick up a kill on Lehens. He doesn't actually use any of his summoners. Mickey almost died, but obviously this is a fucking awful series of events right now for Griffin. Spear of Sojourn just got completed on Renekton. That was also a very heavy commitment from summoner spells. All right, let me see how this happened. So Chovy hits the stun, wards the brush, so that obviously wasn't the clean. Look at everyone in mid right now. Chovy is fucking inting out of his mind. Teleport actually comes in rather late from the Renekton. It shouldn't have required him to flash. And then you can see that he elects not to stay on caps. And then Mickey X is the first to get here. I actually, Tarzan doesn't have ult inside of this fight. So he can't actually get into the fight. And then Viper just ends up dying. And then Sword's left to be a sitting duck. Seismic Shove doesn't end up hitting on caps. All right, so right now, it's just a little bit under a 4,000 gold lead. Ornn has hit level 13. I don't know who he's going to give the item to first. He actually gives it to Orianna. I think it's better on Elise for the reasons that I mentioned. That the AP, like if there's a way for Ori to get to death cap, then I think that should just be the choice. But if there's not, then I think that for the immediate team fights and everything, giving the armor and AP over to Yankos. Yeah, I think that's just a little bit more valuable. So, okay, this is the stage of the game where Chovy is... He's been stuck on the same items for actually a really long time. He's been stuck on these items for 6 minutes, I think, right? Or 5... well, basically, effectively 6 minutes, because he had the gold for Trinity Force before the last dragon ended up going down. Tarzan's also been on the Blasting Wand and the Amplifying Tome for an extremely long time. The only really, really big pickup that has changed anything so far is the Spear of Sojourn. Spear of Sojourn is obviously one of the bigger pickups right now. So currently, G2, they are posturing outside the Baron. They have Mountain, and they're going for it. They're gonna get it. They're just gonna actually fucking they snuck the Baron. I think Griffin can lose now. Holy shit. They have no blue trinkets. And they're way too out of position relative to how the Baron's being started for them to just hold a defensive line and walk in. So Tarzan tries to wall off to try to slow it down. This is a very unfortunate... oh, that's actually really cool. The Ornn can just break the Talia wall. But the reason that it's an unfortunate position is you see top wave. Griffin can actually... Or not Griffin. G2 can rotate up to it, and they can actually tap the wave with Baron. And so this is a very nice sequence of events. And I'm looking at the levels across the board. Yankos is actually now ahead of Tarzan in level. Sword is even with Wonder. Chovy's even with Caps. Perks is actually up a level, and Mickey X is up a level as well. Zanya's Hourglass was the second upgraded item of choice. It's going to be a very long time until Perks actually gets an Ornn item, though. So they're just fighting. They're fight. Oh, no. Oh, Perks, no. Don't get fucking caught here. Oh, don't get caught. Oh, fuck, dude. They don't know about Sword. They don't know about Sword. They don't know about Sword. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I think that's it. I think they win. They win. They win. G2 wins. G2 wins. G2 wins. G2 wins. G2. Sword's dead. Sword's dead. Chovy. Where the fuck's Chovy? Oh, Chovy made it out to mid. Now they're all fucking running for their lives. Viper's not going to be able to get out. Viper can't get out. This is actually, I think G2 just win. They win off this fight. That was such a really fucking key spot for the Leona ultimate to go off. Seismic Shove comes out by Tarzan. He's just going to get knocked up. Chovy's just trying to shove up through mid. They have double mountain. They have TP on Wonder, too. Chovy's just trying to get as much gold as he possibly can. He doesn't actually go for the... he's not going for the red, though. They have double mountain. Lehens is now up. Chovy's back inside of the base. And it's an 8,000 gold lead. With double mountain. Rylai's actually picked up... Rylai's was the item of choice, actually, for Tarzan. Which is very, very surprising. I actually thought he was building Morello when he had the blasting wand and the amp tome. Oh. That was a nice cancel by Lehens. So they lose 2 inhibitors. Wonder gets hit, but fucking can't die because Ornn is a god. Chovy's dead. They got Chovy. Oh, if Caps hit that. Oh, if Caps hit that. That would have been so nice. Do you have Spear of Sojin on Aurelia? That was actually his next item of choice. Lucian just completed Essence Reaver. Let's take a look at this fight one more time. So if they just run on Perks and Perks doesn't have Flash, I don't know what they want him to do. I have no idea why they funnel back into the brush. Because then at that point, Ornn Ultimate, it's just way too powerful. Sword enters the fight so late. Tarzan just obviously can't do enough. And then they retreat out the right-hand side. And the reason that they don't retreat out the left-hand side is they have to pull G2 up so that G2 can't just run bot with the wave with all of the members and the Mountain Drakes and then have everything go well. Griffin's down. What are they down right now? They're down 8k? Yeah, they're down 8k. They're down 1 inhibitor. It's such a hard ask right now. Tarzan's still on level 13. What the fuck? What is the Dominus? I really like the leashing, the Oriana ball. He cast Dominus and then nothing happened. Now Sword's just running. So now G2 is just going to rotate around the base. They're going to obviously pick up the last inhibitor. Oh! Yes. Oh, that was a poggers combo. That was a pog. That's game. All right, turn back on Twitch chat. That was sick. Fucking Christ. I like how fucking Griffin. You know Griffin's mauling right now. They're actually mauling. I gotta call Dom after in a couple of minutes. What did Vedius say when he said, and that's why Caps is not on the top 20 list? This is what peak lol looks like. What's going on Twitter? Yeah, I know. Veteran tweeted about river control, and I tweeted back at him that imagine saying it unironically. That river control. What did river control have to like? If we really go through that game, what does river control have to do with stuff? Tarzan goes top, stays top. Sword insta death because he stays for the wave that he should have backed up with. Sword should have sword. So there's a lot of key points in that game. Sword didn't back up with Tarzan on the first wave, and then he ended up dying to Elise. And then after that, because Tarzan shared so much XP with the Renekton, he ends up dying on the dive because Ornn hits level 6, and then it's a very easy cookie cutter dive. And so at that point, Ornn's lane state's really fine, but then Wonder ends up dying shortly thereafter to a gank. They get Lehenz's flash down in bottom because of the way that the junglers ended up on opposite sides of the map. And then what ended up happening was they get the initial dragon, and there's not really a way for anything to happen with that. The initial jungle opening had the camps favoring Tarzan, but then the top lane stuff obviously impacts it. Tarzan paths top, fixes the issue with Renekton. Chovy outplays the 1-on-2. Well, yeah, he wins out the 1-on-2. And then what ends up happening is after the dragon, they do the lane swap top lane. Ornn ends up not being able to really salvage the wave, but they salvage the turret with the tier 1. And we're actually taking a look at the highlights right now. And then after that, the game state stabilizes ever so slightly. And then Lehen's dies randomly. Because there's no reason, like this death with Mountain. There's no way for them to stop anything. So Lehen's dies randomly with Mountain Dragon up on the map. Then once it gets to the mid game, the Baron sneak was there's no blue trinkets on the side of Griffin. So the Mountain Drake further enables the Baron sneak. They end up getting the Baron sneak. And there was no way then off the Baron they got a lot of value from that, and then the Leona, the team fight inside of the Tribrush where Perks is flashless and Sword goes over the Tribrush and they can wrap on him, but then they clump in the Tribrush, and then they just die. They actually they clump in the Tribrush, and then they have absolute vision